trying to maintain my work-life balance, and the fact that the freaking snowflakes we hung, like the snowflake. Okay, Bloodway and I, we decorated the house. We decorated the tree. I think 2 days ago. Or was it? No, it was Sunday. So it was yesterday, right? Because today's Monday. We also have some snowflake light fixtures in front of the window next to our kitchen that we use from the kitchen. But it was really windy today, so the snowflakes kept hitting up against the window, and it was driving me nuts because I couldn't figure out what the heck it was for the longest damn time. That was pretty annoying. But yeah, little things like that that just drive me crazy. The random Vietnamese that Unsun would spout on the interface. Oh, yeah, right? I mean, you still get it, though. It's just localized now to the actual units in terms of their dynamic chatter. So you do hear it. But I should have everything good to go here. So I have to say, did my in-game sounds just break? What? Why are the Hueys quiet? Yeah, righto, Willow. I'm gonna do my best to at least make one this month, and then try to make it a monthly or a bi-monthly thing. Ever any public slots for the MCOs? Of course. Yeah, you just gotta show up on my Discord and request an auxiliary tag. It's funny, though, because I have so many people that always request for it, and then I only see, like, 1 or 2 people from auxiliary actually come and play. So, shrug. And yeah, the reason we don't do music is because it's all copyrighted, and YouTube, the algorithm really does screw with you if you do copyrighted stuff. So I'm thinking we're going to wait for the Hueys to go away, let them land, and then we'll attack them. So we're using 1965 infantry field. And then they have the plane on standby if anything really bad happens.
Delta's the ground. Delta's on the dirt.
At least it was supposed to be.
Good copy.
It's not in the air just yet. It's really funny when you give them orders, they make this like little click sound over the radio. It reminds me of the damn aliens we had from MCO10. But I find that kind of funny.
Delta the ground. Delta's in contact with the north.
Good copy, Delta. Keep your machine gun blazing.
Oh, another guy. You want me to move this?
Contact is late currently.
Good copy. Just smash them into the ground.
Can they respawn? Yeah, so this is a multi... How the hell did they just make that? Huh, I'm gonna have to look into that, because I... One second. So anything that they do, I'm just trying to look into here. I'm making a custom copy of his kit. What did I give him?
Well.
Good,
Was he able to make that with the E-tool?
East, boys. East as well.
Oh. Huh. Yeah, so the Ace Compat lets you make E-tool. Interesting. I'm gonna have to get rid of that, though, because that's not what we want, unfortunately. But yeah, no, this is a multi-life op. Most of my ops are multi-life. I would say at least once a week at most I do a one-life scenario. But those are meant to be like a challenge, you know? All right, I'm waiting for the Hueys to come back. That's when I'll start pounding them, but we'll start basically sending in some bigger groups here. I had a feeling it would be the E-Tool, but yeah, we'll see. And yeah, no, the LZ, it is a pretty bad spot. That's why I intentionally put some craters in here to give them some hard cover, because a lot of the MCO is going to be crater fighting. But I'm liking the global, what I got right now, so... The engagement range is pretty good. But I'm gonna start kind of amping it up here. I wanna find an upper limit to a ratio here. So the map is Kisan from SOG Prairie Fire. I thought about doing the Ayadron Valley map from Unsun, but I didn't want to add that big of a mod for only like 1 or 2 small things.
Delta, we need to hold another 5 minutes till you guys get back.
They do have JTAC here, so...
Okie dokie. Wet.
I'm trying to bait Iopus into calling that artillery support. Yeah, so health-wise, they'll get knocked out, but they'll wake back up, which is what I want. Bleed out is a little higher than what I normally do. But the player health coefficient is a lot higher than I usually put it. That's because there's no body armor here. Yes, it is. It will be a We Were Soldiers op. That's what I'm excited about. So I have these groups specifically done because otherwise I can spawn them in much larger portions, like a full friggin' platoon, but when you spawn in that much stuff at once on a server, normally the server's able to handle it, but against like, 60, 70, 80 players in MCO, it'll get quite messy.
No, he's up.
So yeah, for 10 people, they're taking the necessary amount of casualties that I'd expect. You gotta remember, though, they're only like M60s and handguns with a few M16s here. I'm waiting to see if air is gonna drop some napalm here or whatnot. Ooh, there it is. All right, it was a little far. You can hear the Hueys coming in. Oh, that's beautiful. Little lag spike there, even with 25 people, so that's why I'm a little worried about. That's why they only have a small amount of pylon, rockets per pylon. This is exactly the type of scenario I want here. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted, and I'm nailing it. All right. Frame-wise, it's about where I'd expect it to be. I know this is going to be a framier AO, so... Did they bring everyone?
They blocked the position along the road. No copy.
Other copies pushing north.
When contact abated.
I'll let them know you're here. Give me a second. All stations on this net. This is high. We have 1 times reinsert back at base. Over.
Copy that.
We'll let the attack die down. There's another flank coming. Yeah, I let them know. They're coming. They're sending something.
Yeah, no. Just asking if there's arsenals or not.
No.
Okay, cool.
You need resupply. Check the Hueys.
Oh, no, he's off.
Alright. So the reason I've been taking from that squad is that's all like just mixed rifles of SKSs, Type 15s, and a PPSH. Some of these have RPDs or different PPSHs or AT, so... What I could also do is, now that I know that that spawn group is fine, I'll probably, we can throw in the bigger stuff just so I can see the amount of time. We will do eventually for the rifle platoon there, but I want to do...
Yo! Are you holding the northern side at the moment, correct?
We're holding all sides.
Yeah, so that caused about...
Pull your boys off the
about a full second.
Take over southern security.
Copy, pulling them off the south.
Still got a few men down. Yeah, 24 frames, very cinematic, I know. Not much we can do with that, unfortunately.
Alpha copies.
Yeah, so they are setting themselves to defend only. They're pulling back to friendly positions. That should wrap that up. Heard something drop up here. Not sure if that was an airstrike or if Iopus is playing around with his artillery. Yep, nope, that is the artillery. Cool. I got deleted.
Alpha copies.
Delta copies.
So we've got a team up here. Yes, Tootie, but I prefer to spawn in my own stuff. Because making that, the Prairie Fire script for, excuse me, the artillery script, and then testing individual features, I mean, that took me 2 hours on its own. It's actually a pretty hefty script. It's a cool script, mind you. But it is pretty hefty.
6.
Yeah. Alright.
Let's go, boys.
Tropic Raider, thanks for the 7-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Ooh, almost hit his tail. Ground, this is high, message over.
This is ground send.
Just reminding you again, we do have a reinsert back at base, over.
Copy.
What's that smoke?
Let him breathe for a second. Then we'll utilize this.
This is ground, so forces begin moving north. Time now.
Alpha copies moving.
So funny enough, in the conversations I was having with the Prairie Fire dev team, they told me the real issue, like the biggest problem they'd have to deal with was, for frame-wise, it was the AI pathfinding. Was apparently a major hindrance. So that's another thing that I gotta just kind of test around with some of these areas just to see how much the server can take. Aim accuracy at 10%, they're still getting hit, so just by sheer volume of fire, I'd imagine. No, I think Hazmat was a late joiner.
North up the road, start pulling back towards once you get the chance.
Speed off the ground.
Yeah, he's got someone that's already picked up an SKS because he didn't want to stick with the handgun. So they got someone popping smokes. Sam arguing he should be the one to carry, which he's right, but because everyone's kind of broken up right now. Okay, they do have someone going back. I was gonna say, like, you know, I'm just gonna shoot down at Huey so they at least go back to do the reinsert, but yeah, no.
Ground to Delta, how would you move that north?
We're 3 guys down right now. We're holding up the rocks just south of you.
Good copy. Get you guys up, we'll be holding soon as able.
Oh! Went under. He's getting very comfortable up there. Something just exploded by him. That was a nice aerial drift, though. Yeah, you can't give him that. They're trying to set that up, and it keeps falling, which is pretty funny. Yeah, so I am going to have to get rid of the E-tools because I thought they would just act as normal trenches. Or I can look in to see if there's anything specific I can make with them. Or I could do Fortify Tool framework to just spawn the trenches instead.
You guys can construct trenches and spider holes.
This is high. So the spider hole I didn't know about. I thought it was just standard trenches, but hey, that's why we test. So I guess feel free to keep using it. Over.
Good copy.
All right, let's do a charge. Get him. So doing stuff like this, though, is what really can cause some server performance issues. Oh my god, they just napalmed their start. Holy shit. Danger freaking close. We do have ace fire on, so, I mean, if something does get lit on fire, it is not gonna be pretty. At all. I'm just testing vanilla AI with their ability to charge here. Forces are trying to look around. There's about to be a lot more stuff. Hopefully Big Me's with the GL will be able to handle it. And then body cleanup's always going to be a bit of a bitch. Because with larger scale operations, you can only delete them in small groups. Something got down there got lit on fire.
This is ground, so we'll start digging in. This is as good a spot as any.
I think they just picked off one remaining guy, but yeah, they're about to have a lot more of an issue here.
Dig in on this position.
So,
Copy, digging in.
I already am gonna have a soundbite of a I haven't decided whether it'll be a bugle or a trumpet, whatever the frickin' word is. But I'm gonna have that announce the NVA or PAVN attacks. And I'll tie it to probably just an invisible grass cutter, and then set its range accordingly. But that will be something I have. I just couldn't make it in time for this scenario, because originally this wasn't supposed to be here. I had to remake this up because last night I streamed the development of it. We were playing copyrighted music, which is why it's not going to be posted anywhere, and the stream got deleted, but
Copy, due south, 1 go ahead and ship.
because I had to remake the AO, I had to push a few features back that I know I don't need to test, so. It will be a thing, is what I'm trying to say. Did you hear that? Oh, you guys are in my country now. You know what that means. At least they have a few dead guys over here they can get resupply off of, but yeah. This is where the bad things start to happen. Let's see if they get rescued. Oh, Boom just got hit. Alright, that respawned back at base properly. Yeah, almost caused an armor issue there, which would have been pretty funny. Inventory, okay. You son of a bitch, not this issue. I hate this freaking issue. It doesn't want to copy properly. Oh, I don't know. I think they updated something and it broke it, so.
South.
Oh, I think they got.
I'm aware. I'm also on the 7th side. You guys just keep confused as you can.
Yes, Hazmat was with them. All forces. This is high. Relay to air assets. For whatever reason, I'm not even able to copy and paste the proper inventory in. So, Yeah, just if you need resupply, get one of the other choppers that you haven't been using yet. Over. Yes, I really need that script because I cannot copy-paste inventories. That might also mean I switch it over to,
Fell to the ground.
This is ground then.
Achilles instead of Zen instead.
Resupply.
Good copy.
Where are those people we just shot? Ah, here they are. Yeah, he dead. He dead. Ah, victory sounds too. Can I capture them? I could, but we're just executing, unfortunately. Alright, well, those guys are dead. Now we're gonna plan the next attack in a little bit, send in a little bit of fodder here and there. But for now, give them a second to regroup. Yeah, I would recommend the trenches instead of those, because again, I didn't know those would be a thing with the E-tools, but here they are.
That's good. Wait, how come you get...
Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of time acceleration here, just to put it to midday.
Okay.
Whew.
Weird.
Alright, Recom, thanks for the 100 bits, my man. I'm doing alright. Hope you are doing okay, too.
Have you tried switching the pylons to the main pilot?
Oh, are they bugging out their pylons? That's, yeah. I mean, if you actually look back... What the heck happened over here? You know what? I don't want to know. It does show what's supposed to be controlled by who, so they might know that symbolism, so... It's a big ripperoni, you know? Let's throw another attack at him. Theoretically, any space can, you know, have something. So I might have to put specific areas where I'll have like a patch of elephant grass where I can spawn stuff out of. That would be a good thought. I got some bamboo I could work with, but elephant would be the best stuff, you know? I just meleeed him! Yeah, so melee won't work because of their health scale.
Alright, we got some risk to your east close.
Whew. My forces down there trying to hold the ridge. Yeah, so the ambushes of what I'm seeing with the combat, they're short but decisive.
I keep getting fucking fried. We all keep getting fried.
Ooh. Yeah, because they group up in trenches, though, it's that grenade stuff that really fucks with them. So we'll give them a second to breathe. Thinking of also setting up a truck down here just to come up the MSR. Not an ammo truck, just a transport. Covered. It's falling into noon. Alright, let's go ahead and test out. Yeah, it's like a solid 2.5 seconds. Oof. Gives them a breather because they got quite a few down right now.
Working on myself, I need you to start bandaging what's left of wounds, mostly on his chest. Tell me how much for that.
Set the debug real quick. Spawn some stuff to harass them along the ridge. Pause time for a little bit. Send that down as they lick their wounds.
Same state over.
Phantom 003. Rocket southwest, exit east.
Let's do another like small scale strike team here, just to make them question every direction. Keep them guessing. Otherwise, take care of bodies. Ooh, good airstrike there. Fortunately, airstrikes don't really stall too much. Now I'm giving them like prime use of their support assets by putting stuff up here. That's what I'm waiting to see, essentially. Is how much do I have to punish them until they start really pounding that hill with everything they've got? So Iopus can spawn artillery support on a moment's notice with his backpack, so I've seen him do it a few times already, but he needs to really step it up. I told him, like, hey, like, go freaking nuts with it, because he needs to go nuts with it today.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna start putting some heavy stuff up here. I think they got this thing landed back here to grab resupply if they need it. Or are they no, yeah, they're doing resupply. I'll let this go for another 20 minutes, and then we'll put a time adjustment until it gets close to dark. Yeah, that's what I was worried about with these chuckleheads.
Alpha to JTAC. Resupply request for next bird medical. We're down to 1 liter of blood here in Alpha.
Copy, medical resupply should be on its way. So our medical box is down in LD, you'll let everything dry there.
We'll bond some more up here, because that's a limitation of my own creation on accident. Put them down in a big little cache form. All stations on this net, this is high. I've put more medical boxes back at base, so if you want to grab more and ferry them in, you can. Over.
Good copy, high copy.
I'm going to really start throwing the book at them, but in an angle where support can still be very, very effective, because I want to see that artillery utilized. Don't get me wrong, I will make them burn all the ammo if I have to. Again, down the valley, though, let's send a few guys up. There's some minor flanking forces. Bobby just got hit. So really, again, this type of op is just testing how well the server can handle all of it. And so far, the server's been all right for a larger, smaller scale. What will concern me, though, is the when I large scale, you're not going to see me spam infantry like this. I'm going to be a little more decisive. But I'll probably keep skill around the same level. There we go. We need more of that. they hit the truck back there. That's cute. And then the wheeled dishkas, I mean, that's another toughie on. I don't know how I'm gonna properly deploy that. And what's concerning me is when some of the AI drag like this.
Delta to the ground.
Is ground then.
Just a heads up, our ammo supply is back to yellow.
Stay firm.
Do another rear attack here. Whew. Hazmat just got caught in the open there.
Delta ground, we got contact with Blake to the south, close.
Stay firm.
I don't know how else to make this hill alive, you know? I think I actually hear the artillery landing. Oh, or those are just grenades going off. Hueys are just flying right in. Here. Normally I'd spawn one in, but this is a test stop, so I wanna... We'll leave that as a ranging shot for now. We'll let the attack die down, and then I'll start putting artillery on them. There's only a handful of hostiles left up here, you know? Go ahead, get rid of that guy.
Delta's RTO.
Hold the time for a second, because it is starting to darken a little bit. Wow. Someone found him. We'll give it a minute, and then we'll start raining artillery down on him.
Holy fuck, dude. Are you serious? Go back to base. Rearm, resupply. Grab infantry resupply from medical and M60.
Okay.
Thank you for being my only competent pilot today. Holy shit. Yeah, 2 horses, bad friend.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm not using BTRs today.
50 meters west.
Artillery.
I'm gonna give it 20 more seconds. I'm gonna slowly move it up that hill. Ah, now he's ordering some Willy Pete up there. Nice. Gotta be careful, though, because on that slant with that big of a shell, some of it might rain down on them if they're not careful.
Delta to Alpha.
Give it another 30 seconds. Another ranging shot's gonna come in.
This is ground for Alpha Delta. The numerical is like at LZ Delta in the initial landing point. Send one of your guys, maybe a rifleman or something, just to go grab them as we come here. After that, we can either move all of us back to LZ Delta or find a new position, because this one is becoming untenable. I'll copy.
Good copy.
Another 15.
Alpha copies.
Grab them by the buckle belt. The belt buckle, yeah, right? "30 seconds, it's gonna get closer."
Who got hit by that artillery?
Landed towards southwest of Delta.
20 seconds.
Alpha to ground.
Oh, balls. Next one's gonna go right there.
Sorry.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, the tall grass is just fucked. At the moment we set up here, we're just opening ourselves with all that.
He's dead.
Yeah, fuck about this.
Yeah.
I might have been dead. The helicopter is shooter supply.
Yeah, I said over 80. I can't seem to do it. I don't know why. I got to figure that one out. So if you need infantry supply, just take a different one. Go. All right.
We're zeroed in here.
We're down, we're moving.
Use the new knowledge of lots of fucking trenches on the craters. Ground to Highcom.
Says hi, send message.
Do we have to specifically block the road?
Negative, over.
Good copy.
Gonna be a lot of reinserts.
This is ground to all forces. How many casualties do we have from that mortar strike? Artillery strike, whatever it was.
Delta to the ground, basically the entirety of Delta.
Fuck me up the upside down rear end.
How many ranging shots was that? 4 or 5 HE? One I did a little delayed, you know, compared to the rest of them, but then I put it on a 30-second interval. Oh, yeah, we just used white phosphorus, also known as Willy Pete. Yeah. If I want to punish you because you didn't do something, I'm gonna do it. Because at that point, you just have to keep beating them until they realize the issue. Here's what we're going to do. Lower time back a bit. We're going to have some VC come up and check these positions out. Actually, some PAVN. We're going to go check this position out. I mean, I arranged it in, did everything by my book. They didn't really like it that much, apparently. Or they didn't get it. Oh, well. Let's go avoid that white smoke. At least some people got it. Some people were moving, and it's like, yeah, I mean, just put that up. Ground, this is high. Message over.
This is ground, sir.
Be advised, fighting is going to be taken off a little more towards break. Fighting to the north is lasting a little longer than we would have hoped. We're going to have to keep you there overnight. Over.
Good copy. Can I request resupply prepared for flares preemptively?
Roger. All flares are already in the Hueys, as well as your RTO has access to illumination rounds, and everything was prepped just in case for something like this. Over.
Good copy.
The Grenadiers and team leaders also have flare-capable ordnance. Over. Put it on the high end. Let's also take care of bodies while we're up here. Whew. We're gonna start doing some light harassment groups into the evening. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. Did Iopus die in that strike? No, he did not, so we can still call air support if it's needed. Yes, I do have time sped up right now. Yeah. Amazing.
What strike assets do we have on station?
Well, that'll respawn in, yeah, it respawned. I think it's okay. Yeah, be careful.
Alpha, could you dispatch our rifleman to go get that resupply box?
You can see that my player base is very skilled in finding ways to blow up my stuff. It's really a gift that they show me every day. And I don't always completely understand it. Uh-oh. I love how he starts speaking too as I executed that. That was pretty funny. Are they covering so we can go up and get that box or something? Interesting. Yes, they are, and they're only sending one dude.
Delta to the ground.
This is ground then.
Approximately half of Delta have reinserted.
Good copy.
Now it gets a little interesting.
Alpha lead to ground.
This is ground then.
Resupply medical box retrieved coming back from your northeast. Please do not shoot me.
Good copy.
Ooh, it got dark. So the benefit of that is I can spawn stuff literally right behind silhouettes and we'll be A-okay. Night attack time. You know, I think I just realized, base should be pretty well lit, right? How does this look normally? It looks alright, but, yeah, it could be better. Well, it got really dark for a second, then it lit up, huh? Interesting. It's gonna get darker again, though, right? Like a really dark 5 o'clock. Huh. I'd imagine it would. If that was it for the night cycle, then I'm... Because the moon's coming out right now. Sun should be going away. Theoretically, right? Heavy clouds covering the sky for a second? Yeah, something like that. It is getting darker again, yeah. There we go, yeah. Now it's descending into night. When it gets really dark, I'll stop the time slow down again. To force them to keep their heads down. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. I thought I told RTO to relay that to you, or command to relay it. I can't fix it, unfortunately. So if you need resupply, you're gonna have to bring a different helicopter.
Copy that. Well.
We're already out of medical? How much medical did they need to bring? Ay, ay, ay. Meanwhile, there's so much light going out, you can see the divides of the map textures.
This is Viking to RTO.
Whew, he might be down. Oh, did I hit the unicap? Lovely. All right, one second. I gotta tab out for it. Where is that lovely line of code that I love to always use when I hit this little thing because I'm a silly little goober? There she is. And I didn't even know it worked, because, well, that worked. Charge. I haven't really been seeing a lot of napalm support yet. That's the one thing that's concerned me a little bit. We've seen Artie a few times. I hope it's could have been a little more heavy with it, but I think it's also because the AO itself is just a little easier. But yeah, no, that is their Artie support. Gonna go ahead and delete that. Let's just start spawning things in droves here. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's more like it. So that was artillery support from a Willie Pete battery. He's got another battery firing HE, and we got a big napalm strike along that ridge. Much better to see.
Ground squad, how do you want to ammunition?
Off the ground, white one.
Ammo supply. You get to need 60 mils, right?
You fit that far.
Still to the ground. Wait, what? Use
Copy.
Hey, we need 60 mils, yeah? Still on the ground. We need
Good copy.
They're popping flares left, right, and central to keep themselves illuminated.
Off the ground, needing 40mm grenade ammo. Currently black. Outside of that, good on ammo.
Good copy. 40 mil and then detail.
But yeah, no, the refresh of my unit interface is about 250 to 300 units, so they've killed that many so far, which is pretty nice. No, we're not gonna have the Spetsnaz advisors show up, not for this one. Not for the MCO either.
Alpha Delta, you have guys very close north, just over that bridge in the elephant grass.
We are very much aware.
Ooh, more. So I am reacting to this by not putting stuff down at that angle since they napalm the shit out of it, so. Oh, interesting. All right, I'm gonna ask about that because if they actually have a system to do that, we'll probably do resupply boxes instead because of the aircraft issues with scripture. Or scripting, I don't know why I called scripture there. Let's buff that a little bit. Yeah, didn't realize that that was a thing, so even better. I mean, it's also why we do test ops, because I don't know about every single little feature, and that's a really good feature to know about. That was the plane kicking ass there. I'm gonna remind them that, they're not untouchable, though. Gee, I go home!
Any help for you? Katusha has M60 ammo.
They're looting the dead for everything they can get at this point. And dropping more of these crates down. Ooh, great strike by the aircraft. They're now fanning out its medical. Hearing the whistles of those flares, though. Whew. You actually have some of them running away. That's pretty funny. Do you have anything on the outskirts of the AO that I have to worry about? Nope. All right, cool. Let the AO calm down a little bit. Give them a second to do resupply. Yeah, that's one of their resupply birds. All right. So perfect time to do it, too, because the attack's dying down. Keep accidentally selecting VC, because usually that's my go-to. I've learned so much in the past few weeks about Vietnam War tactics and doctrine by just talking with the SOG dev team and doing my own research into certain places because they pointed me in the right direction that... Let me redo that real quick. Like, I know where to look now, and it's great. Yeah, that first one I spawned up there is already all dead. So yeah, the craters that I want to use, the players are adapting to those quite well. Those work really well. I think everything I wanted to test has been effectively tested here, so it's been a good up. And it was a good reminder to the players as well of saying, hey, like, artillery bad. Enemy artillery bad. Make sure you remember that.
Red flares, which are the launcher one.
Just check into it as well as we should have enemy players and see what to do.
Hi, this is Matt.
This is hi, send message.
It appears that the co-pilot is glued to his chair for some reason. I cannot get out of the aircraft.
He's gonna have to respawn then, because I mean, I can try teleporting him out, but if that doesn't work, he's stuck by I don't even know, so.
Try teleporting me.
Alright, cool.
Bound to pilot. The co-pilot has to get out first, then the pilot. How copy?
Delta's at RTO.
You're gonna have to tell them that when they check back on station, because they're both out and they're not gonna be able to hear your long range.
Good copy.
How do you like playing with the dev team? It was pretty good. So I met Egg Beast while doing F&F shoutcasting for the second week of Vietnam, so...
Yeah.
We need a lot of team literally back at base who's really jobs to build boxes.
Or we could just use the script I have, which, you know...
Yeah, that's it.
Is exponential.
Oh, I hope it's just saying his stuff's exponentially better than mine. Oh, that's so cute. Anyway. I'm thinking we'll do it the ammo box way instead, because for MCOs, you don't want a lot of heavy scripting to actually be running. Because that'll... I mean, we already saw, like, what, 4 MCOs ago, where when we had, like, it was World War II planes respawn, like, the server had a heart attack for 60 seconds. Yeah, we don't want that, so we'll probably just do the resupply boxes instead. I think that would be a lot better. More realistic, too, instead of just having the full-on thin land.
Alpha ground.
Oh yeah, no, if the main op plays like this, which it probably will, I just have to make sure the resupply, not the resupply, excuse me, the player count with the frames is A-okay. Alright, let's speed this up.
Alpha status on 556.
Let's bring it to the morning.
But
But yeah, no, I talked with them on, I talked with Eggbees, who's the project lead. He came to FNF. And then from there, he invited me and everyone else there to one of his Sunday things. And that was really fun to do last week. And then now I'm a part of that Discord, but I was able to just pull him aside and say, hey, like, can I ask you about some Vietnam-related op questions? But now I can message one of his subordinates, Whiplash, when I have all the MCO documentation done. I'll give him first pick at slots for whoever they want to bring, because a lot of the devs aren't able to do any ops with really large mod sets because they're too focused on the SOG stuff. They don't want to accidentally mix anything. So, I'm hoping by keeping the mod set small, it should be A-okay. Hey, Von Stickers, how you doing, my man? Thanks for the 10-man raid. What were you up to? A lot of dead PAVN here, definitely. Trying out Icarus? What's Icarus? It rings a bell, I just don't know why. Alright, it's gonna start coming in the morning. We're gonna... make things a little messy here. Survival type thing? Gotcha. Oh, right, yeah! Yeah, the XDayZ leads new video game. I thought about getting into it, but got so many other little things I gotta take care of first, you know? Just been a pain in the butt. Yeah, so you see the player artillery being put down here. But we're gonna let it get in the morning. I'll probably clear them to start leaving in about 10 minutes in the morning, so... Helicopters have already started spotting some of the infantry movement, and they're engaging it. That's nice. That's actually really cool to look up and see that happening.
Landed.
These guys running down. Major forces coming down. You know, actually, I'm surprised the server's able to handle... This is at least 60 or 70 AI groups on its own. More towards 50 to 60, actually. But the fact it's able to handle all of that is actually quite good. But look at all that fire coming up to that Huey. So yeah, 5:35. I'm gonna give him the official pullback order. We'll keep it in the morning. Probably won't need that anymore either. Illumination seemed to work fine too, so you know, just all that's pretty good. Righto, Vaughn. So far, so good.
Alpha J-Tac.
I'm always looking for new stuff to play about at the same time. It's hard to when you get stuck. That was a great GL shot.
Ground. 1 to 2 ton squad coming southeast hillside. They want to engage it on their way out.
Not gonna lie, this is nice to see. I love how the tracer line for the M60 puts it above the gun first, though. That makes me giggle a little bit. See, it's going from like where the scope lines up with, not the actual barrels. You see that? That's hilarious. I'm not sure if that's just an issue with the ray tracing itself or just it being weird. Ooh, a lot of falling back. Interesting. I wonder if the aircraft just excessively in the AO caused that, or distant mortar strike. I honestly don't know. Here, where's their Huey? Is they actually back at base? Yeah, I'm gonna tell them now. Ground, this is high. Message over.
This is ground, send.
Operation Northern Fury was a success. PAVN forces are retreating at this time. Break. Unfortunately, they're retreating south to your position, so I recommend you get out of there ASAP. Over.
Good copy.
Be advised, all assets in terms of artillery are being retasked to assist with your pullout, since the VC and NVA aren't really touching the northern ones. So if you need to go nuts on it, feel free to. Over.
Repeat last, didn't read over combat.
Say again, over.
Repeat last, did not read.
Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is the northern assault is being very light in terms of its pullout. So all of the artillery assets... Okay, TLDR, spam artillery for the ending, okay?
Copy, that was standing order.
TLDR, just spam the fucking arty. Because I'm so scatterbrained, I'll forget, like, my lore reasons for it after I say them, and I'm like, what was I talking about? Fuck it, just spam boom boom. I want to see how badly he can spam it. And then go from there, you know?
We'll be doing expect in reverse order. So Alpha, you get your guys mounted up as much as possible, then get them out. But if possible, leave your medic behind to Delta.
Call the USS Newport News.
Alpha copy.
I actually don't get that reference. What's the reference? What did the Newport News do? Oh, here we go. Yeah, the napalms. I'm probably going to limit it to the 2 pylon bombs for the aircraft, because too much napalm at once does have an issue, or an effect on the server. Alright, let's have these. We'll do all 3 groups.
6 seats, get your asses in there, Alpha.
Yeah, they hear the voices and they immediately start throwing grenades. I love the reaction. Yeah, so the AI does seem to get stuck on a few things, which is good to note. A 203mm auto loader. Oh, 9 of them. Interesting. Yeah, so I might drop the E-tools in favor of just pre-placing a lot of foxholes, since that seems to work really well. Plus, that'll let me predetermine artillery and shit a lot better, so...
Left, one slot empty.
Ooh, Willie Pete
Two of my
grenades.
rifle boys remaining, and then the 2 command elements.
Good copy.
I think got that Willie Pete landing.
Alpha copies. 5 of Alpha, entirety mounting on that bird.
Good copy.
Ooh.
On this bird. 1 singular.
That was a good spawn kill. Oh my god. That was incredible. Very well timed too. Great use of support assets here. Yes, Boo. You okay? I'm having them evac now. I'll be able to make your window. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Thank you for biting my nose. I appreciate it. I think. Smooth criminal, more like smooth brain. Honey, I'm working. This isn't a dev stream. You can't kidnap me, okay? I love you. Oh, yeah, she made a joke about being a smooth criminal, so I said smooth criminal, more like smooth brain, and yes, I did dab. Thank you so much. Alright, so we have artillery going so many different little directions right now. But I am keeping up the fire here. These guys are just down to this one trench. Let's get rid of all of the entrenchments here. Because an excessive amount of these also does lag the server. So, you know, I might actually just stick to crater use entirely. I think that would be a good call. Are they falling back to the central crater? Having some more support, but it's a little far off. Oh!
Center crater.
Willow, thanks for giving us up to obvious. Or it's obvious. There's no V. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. They're gonna need support danger close, because I ain't stopping. I want to see just how far I can get. Oh. You hear the Huey coming back. Oh. Here comes that close support. Welcome to Green Hell.
Ground.
Some of them are starting to die off, though. Boom was able to get up for a second, but only to say that one word over the radio. Where'd you get the carbine? Probably from a vehicle respawn, that was it. They need a deeper hole, yeah, right? This is important to note, though, for the elevation, that these craters don't do well on elevation itself. So that is important for me to note. I can always build the craters to be deeper. I know, Broken Arrow at this point. Willow, thanks for giving Recom a sub. Hope you both keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Oh my god. Should have gotten in the bird. Not checked the inventory. Time to start executing. All right. All forces, this is high. Stand by for Index, over.
Good copy.
Send and go Team 6 now. Be the cutie. Nice name. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Thank you so much for your Twitch Prime sub, and I hope you enjoyed this scenario.
Oh,
God damn it, Liru. I didn't even get to read it. What the fuck?
it doesn't do it anymore.
It just thanked you all for the playing, and hope you had fun. Except Iopus.
Oh my god.
I know. God, Iopus. Ah. But Iopus, I was listening to your
Sorry,
stuff.
I demand competency from my pilots.
I know. No, that wasn't it. That was you saying that I should have used your scripts, which were 100 times better. So, rip my heart. But
Yes.
at the same time, you got to be careful about like MCO stuff, because heavily scripted stuff does cause the server to have issues. We already had that in the past. But I didn't know we could
I'll
drop
throw it at you.
resupply crates, like the medical ones. So that's actually great.
yeah.
So I
I didn't know
can, this is why we do test ops, so we learn shit. So I will incorporate that into the MCO instead, because it's much easier for me to do something like that. Otherwise, when I finish speaking, I will go ahead and put feedback up. Specific things I want is aircraft. Tell me how the frames flew, how everything was, if there's any issues that came up. Especially the thing about the co-pilot needing to get out first before the pilot for the planes themselves. That needs to be listed in the document so people know. How pylons were, and any questions, comments, concerns about that. Any features within the game itself. So the actual AO, the ridge won't be, the valley won't be that steep. In terms of the ridges being on the sides, the ridges will be a lot more farther. So the craters will give you a lot more coverage. Because AI were able to fire above your cover. And that's just because I could not find another valley like the AO that I wanted. So I apologize that they were so deadly in the LZ itself, but for the actual MCO, it won't be that way. It'll be a bit more staggered. Regardless, asset use, AI use, everything on my end, I think it was successfully tested. So if you want something like this, just more refined, 2 Sundays from now is when we'll run that MCO. And if this wasn't your forte, I apologize, and hopefully you'll enjoy the next MCO and enjoy Ouroboros coming back for Mission 2 next Monday. Regardless, we're going to go Ground, JTAC, Alpha, Delta, Huey 2, Plane. So, Ground, take it away as I put feedback up.
Right. So, it kind of just spiraled from the insert, but let's go from there. Insert. I got a Delta to go first with some elements of Alpha, because Delta, you're my main ground fire support, and I want you guys there to keep the area secure. I'm fairly certain I made the right decision there, but Then after you guys landed, Alpha, myself and the remnants of Alpha got in. Then we held that central area for a bit. Then I decided to try and push out and get us a blocking position on that road. That turned out to be a poor decision, but oh well. We then pulled back to the craters in the initial LZ and held there. When the time came to leave, I asked Alpha to get out first because I was working in backwards order, so that I could have the most firepower there with the least people. So we got Alpha out successfully, and some of Delta out successfully, but then infantry came too much. Pilots, if you don't know how to use the asset, don't take it, for the love of everything that is holy.
I haven't mentioned this before the op.
Because come on guys, if you're having trouble communicating, you figuring out the pylons, figuring out where we are, why the fuck are you in that slot? Excuse my profanity here, but why the fuck are you taking the role when you're about as competent as a wet paper bag?
Oh my god.
Okay?
Useful as a condom for a eunuch.
Yes, that. Now, that's me done before I go on a rant. Alpha lead. Actually,
Wow,
no, JTAC.
skipping over me.
JTAC
Thank you.
first. I don't know we have a JTAC.
The
Alright,
RTO.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
Not here.
Liru sent you the ammo zip thing with all the scripts. Anyways,
Thanks.
If you are having a microphone issue, Bavarian, and you know this, why would you take a role that requires so much communication?
I didn't know that. I had it today the first time, as far as I know.
Okay. In the future, when I say I want your co-pilot responding, that doesn't mean, like... My stuff is pretty simple.
I know.
Like,
If the co-pilot is outside, he can't respond.
then your co-pilot shouldn't be on your side gun.
He was outside of the helicopter
Why?
when we were on the ground.
Because
Why?
you asked me to load things into it.
So Bavarian is the one that does it, and you stay on the net.
So to reinforce, guys, if someone's having comms issues, regardless of what's going on, if another asset's trying to get a hold of you, whoever is able to relay the comms then needs to do that job. Because if you don't, then you essentially become a useless asset that can't be coordinated properly. And this is Vietnam, where asset use is incredibly important, because once that starts faltering, people start dying in droves. And that's what happened in the end of the op. So, yeah.